Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 31 of our Vanilla City Skylines Let's Play. And last episode, last episode we did a city tour, which didn't include a lot of the stuff that you're looking at right now over by our university district here. We did a lot of this detailing here, so a lot of kind of this land that's filled in around here and up along the right hand side of our university. This was all done on stream, so if you're not following me over on Twitch, again another shameless plug, if you're interested in seeing just the finer details where we fill in these kind of empty spaces, you can find that over on the Twitch channel, which is linked in the description. So today's episode, which you've probably guessed by the title already, these trains are getting quite busy now, aren't they? Yeah, they are. I think next episode we're going to do kind of a train overhaul, similar to what we did with our public transport a few episodes ago now. This intersection looks disgusting. This isn't too bad. This functions. You know, trains can come and go into different platforms. But this right here is pretty unacceptable for what I want it to be doing. And over here as well, you know, it kind of goes under, whereas it'd be pretty cool to have it go over the hill and maybe link up with this train station here. So in the next few episodes, maybe next episode, we'll see how things turn out. We're definitely going to be doing a train line overhaul. I'm trying to sort that out as well. But what I wanted to do today is that we bought the next tile, which is now here. That happened on stream. We hit the 70,000 milestone finally, and we've only got another 10,000 population to go before we hit Megalopolis, and then that is the end of Frenwood. We won't be finishing the series at 85,000. We're going to go back and make sure that this city is perfect in every way it can be before we move on to our modded series, which will be coming after, but that is a discussion for another time. So what I wanted to do today was start preparing this part of the map for what's going to be here. So obviously our kind of central city park, which is flowing kind of in a rectangle down here, we need to sort the rest of this out. I'm not too happy with the flow. I think I want this to be a little bit more rigid. Like, this is quite fluid the way it flows through. I don't want that here. I want this to be kind of, you know, a big grand central park. So we're going to be reworking that at some point as well. But for right now, we're going to start to work on this part of the map. So this road here, this main 6-lane road that flows through this part of town and then joins the main kind of artery that flows through this part of the city and then takes them into the downtown over here. I want this to be linked up to the highway. So people coming and going out of this side of the city, out of this side of the map rather, have an option to actually, you know, to get out of the map rather than having to follow the highway. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm thinking here, I want to use some toll booths because I haven't actually used these before. So we have a two-way large toll booth. I'm guessing that'll fit nicely onto here, will it? Yes, it will. Okay, so I haven't used these before. Okay, so how about if we get another road coming out here. We'll leave it as just the standard one. I don't really want too much decoration in this part of the map here. And then I think we don't really have any bridges over the highway besides the main interchange in the city that we built a while ago now. We also have a national park to build as well. There's still so much to do in this city. Okay, so let's come out by... Let's knock this back a touch. I'm going to come out by 5 here. And I'm going to come out to 10. Or maybe 5 again. Okay, so that's 7. And then that's 7 again. And that's not going to be enough to clear the highway, is it? Yeah, okay, that is, but that looks a little bit weird now. So let's delete that, and then we'll make that one fluid movement down. Okay, then this all the way down to here is 2820. So we'll have that about there as well. Okay, then what I want to do is bring in a one-way road here. I'll see. Let's bring it up and out to here. So these guys traveling in this direction have a little bit of curvature. Okay, and then we're going to slow them down with a one-way road a couple of tiles before they actually get to this road. We'll see how busy this gets. We might have to make this a diverging diamond. We will see. Let me see, is it 640 over to there? So we'll bring that out this way. And then we'll switch back to the highway entrance road. And I'm just going to roughly draw it in here. Let's give them enough room to slip comfortably back onto this road. There. And we'll change the directions and that should give them... That's a nice little bend. Maybe actually we can... bring this parallel. Then have them join like that, so it's a little bit more fluid as they join the highway. Okay, so it really just depends how many people actually decide to use this route, as opposed to taking another way out of the city. How about if we give this its own little windmill, and a couple of trees around that maybe as well. Just kind of a nice little entrance into the city. And obviously the rest of the city will eventually kind of join this thing, so it isn't kind of left isolated by itself. Okay, let's set the price here. Okay, so small vehicles are charged $1, large vehicles are charged $2. Let's bump that up. We'll go for nice round $2 and $4. And we'll just leave this on fast forward here and see how many people come through. I think I actually want this to be a highway. This is two direction, is it? No, it isn't. This one? No, there isn't a two direction one. Unfortunately. Sorry guys, it's okay, you can come through. Don't worry, you don't have to turn around. Okay. So there is traffic coming through here at the moment. The traffic's light could be an issue again. It depends. We may have to turn this into a diverging diamond at some point. Although the traffic at the minute seems to be okay. The larger lanes are handling the load all right. Okay, so let's carry on this way. Let's do the same over here. So this road is going that way, so we're going to grab our one-way roads. Probably out to there. And then we're going to put our curve on. Up to there. And there. Okay, so that lines up nicely there. And then this way, I think probably down here is a little bit too far, I would imagine. Let's try that. And we'll bring this guy out. That's actually too much of a bend for what I need right now. This guy can just go straight. Yeah, okay, that works. Let's actually just rework this a little. I want this to join the highway a little bit further down. Okay. It's been a while since we've done a highway interchange. And we can also link this part up to our national park. So I'm going to actually make this the nice fancy green tree road. And then we're probably going to have See, I think the bulk of the nature reserve is going to reside where all these hills are, so we can probably afford a little bit of a town in the foothills around here. Let's just see how that's flowing. So these guys now do have an alternative way out of the city. He should be turning that way. That's correct. These guys are complaining of noise pollution. Is that because of the stadium? I'm guessing it is. Yeah, it is. And the university. Yeah, you guys are getting hammered by the noise pollution. Okay, you guys probably can't live here. Go away. My apologies. We built without planning permission. Okay. So we'll leave that to run and we'll see what occurs. Hopefully the toll booth. Does it give me... So cars charged per week. So it isn't really giving me a total upkeep of how much it's earning for me, but we'll see. So the point of this, I'll just explain why I've done this before we move on to something else. So this road here, so say for example if you were chilling out in the district over here, or maybe somewhere in the zoo or the university, or somewhere here, and you wanted to get out of the city over there, you would either have to fight all this traffic coming through the roundabouts, and then back onto the highway here, all the way through here, and then change lanes here, come around here, and all the way down here, which is a super long way to go to get back onto the highway if you're in this part of the city. But what this does, it just gives them an alternative way out, but by circumventing the rest of the traffic, they do have to pay a fee, which is what is making us some money here. And then they can get back onto the highway, whichever direction they want to. And then eventually the national park and the other little town over here too. There is something like this in England, which is kind of my inspiration for it. If you do care that much, there's something called the M6 in England, which is a big main motorway, or kind of a highway like this. And as it passes a city called Birmingham, there is the M6 toll road, which circumvents the entire city, so you don't have to head through kind of the rush hour traffic when everyone's finishing work. You can just kind of circle around the edge of the city, but you do have to pay a toll to use that road. That's kind of where the inspiration is coming from, so hopefully it will work similarly, because that road is super convenient. I did have a comment again from Bill and Ted, who again is always plugging his cycle paths, and he is absolutely right. We have totally neglected the cycle paths recently. Again, these guys are even complaining of noise pollution. Why? You guys shouldn't be that bad. No, that's because of the rail station, isn't it? Okay, so it looks like you guys can't live here either. We'll unzone those. And we'll have to figure out something else to do with those. Okay, so for these roads, I think to encourage the whole cycling thing, we're going to upgrade all these small roads into cycle lanes, and then that way they can link onto the main road. So let's bring these guys up around here as well. Lots of cycle lanes. I think that's all of them. Let's get this road as well. Okay, and then we're going to bring our cycle paths up along here now. So we'll do a nice bit of detailing with these. We'll have a cycle path that follows the main road. This can also be a cycle path. And then we'll have one that comes around the back of these shops over here. And then that can finish down here. And there's different ways for people to maneuver about the city. Okay, let's delete these trees. And then we'll have some nice colourful little numbers along here, I think. Try and place these as best we can. Okay. That should do. Do this side as well. And then let's see if there's anywhere else that would also benefit from cycle paths. So we'll see how much use these guys get. Maybe down here as well. We still need to do something with this area. Where we do have a lot of the trees that were spawned in with the map. Yeah, so this area's really starting coming together now. I actually checked off camera just before I started filming. This metro station had 500 last week, and it's because people were chilling out at the baseball park, and then they were heading back down and using this metro station. So it's good to see it's getting use. I really like how the back of these houses look along the main road here. Although we do need to do something here. I think maybe we'll just kind of tree this up. Let's make a bit of a green cluster again within the city. Again, we've got some more buildings along here as well. Do need to add some roads into these spaces? I'm not too sure. Maybe you guys can give me some inspiration from your own cities or towns. Like when you have a main road flowing through where everyone uses to go, like what do you have either side of them? Let me know in the comments. Be it a park, or is it just housing? Is it commercial? Is it just empty land like this? Is there nothing there? Like, let me know. Because where I live, we don't really have too many roads like this, and even when we do have them, they're kind of running through mountains in the Lake District, so that kind of takes up that option. I'm not too sure if we added in this path on camera, but it's getting a fair amount of usage now. It links over to the metro station that sits within the Central Park. So that's working okay. I'm actually gonna just sort out this a minute as well, because it's annoying me a little bit. Let's bring off this guy, and then we're gonna go ahead and grab some of our city park paths here. I think to there. And this guy needs... That isn't level. What is the measurement there? 260. And 240. Yeah, okay, that isn't level exactly as we need it to be. Let me draw that out there, and then we can use that as a guide. There we go. That's what I was after. And then we can bring this guy up and over here. So I just wanted to create a few different kind of shapes with the park here. So let's go ahead into our park assets and see what we can place. How about the chessboard? That might look pretty sweet. And I think we'll grab a dirt path. Let's turn our snapping off here. And then do a little touch of decorating. Just try some new trees. And you'll kind of see, like, this isn't really a one episode thing, because this is a hell of a lot of detailing that I want to do throughout this national park area. So we're just going to do little bits and pieces every now and again. If you guys have any kind of shapes or ideas you want to throw into this little national, not national park, sorry, the city park, then do let me know. That looks a little bit more interesting from the bird's eye view. Maybe we can add some more dirt paths over here as well, because you can actually join these up from here like that. Maybe some bigger trees in these fields that are left between. Might look alright. We can't do something similar here with the flower beds that sit around the edge of this little plaza here. It has different paths. So just little kind of modular blocks and different shapes and squares that we can fit in, just so this park has a little, you see how they all interlink together. I do also want to add in a train station here as well, as per a recommendation from one of our viewers. I think it's Kodanikid that recommended this. Where would be a good place to put this? Okay, I think here. And then we're obviously going to rebuild our bridge as it comes through. So let's delete this railway line for the moment, and then up to here. And then we're going to add in our train station. Oh, this road would actually be better if it was slightly curved, just due to the way that the rail falls. There we go. That works nicely. And then again, I will tidy that up in our rail. Well, it's actually not too bad of a curve. And then we're going to re-put our city park paths back in. Although thinking about that now, we're actually going to have to add in a couple more park entrances. So we'll do that as well while we're here. So this is the side gate, that can go there. And then this guy can sit here. And then this guy should link up nicely. And then we'll grab our park fence as well, which is here. And then we'll grab this guy. Bring him up to the edge. So we're just kind of fencing off the railway station here, so people have a way in and out of the city. There will be a train line that flows along here, so let's add in a stop on that side and then a stop there as well. We'll hopefully see some people using this. We'll grab our where would be a good place to link this now? Probably over here, I would imagine. Can that cross that? Not sure if it can. No. Okay. There we go. And then just needs to come out a little bit more. A little bit more than that. Just to clear. I wonder actually if we can have a little bit of a curve in there. And then we'll decorate this with some of the classic kind of birch trees that we've been using in the city. Yeah, we don't want too many people walking around the railway station, so we'll have this almost like forested off. We'll have some trees along here as well, so you can't really see it from the park. Okay, that one's a little bit too close. Okay, let's fast forward time here and see how many people come in. It would also be a wise idea to have some paths that flow on the opposite side. Yeah, we need snapping off for this. Okay. That does join, but it isn't the worst issue in the world. Okay, I think that looks cool. Great idea, dude. I really like the way that looks. The way it just kind of fits in and people can come and go. And this isn't good. This is not good. Okay, so we do have an issue with our trains. This is why I wanted to do the train overhaul, because this area of town desperately needs it. I think it's just a case of separating... That's not healthy. Of separating the industrial and the passenger lines from one another. See, there's no need for these guys to come in. We may put the industrial underground around here somewhere and just keep the passenger trains going on the overground. But I definitely need to do some research into how we can make this more efficient and actually look nicer, because at the minute it is horrible. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to leave it there, guys. I don't have much time to record today. I'm about to go swimming. So, you know, nice and fit and healthy. Again, next episode, I'm hopefully going to do that train line overhaul, especially now since we've added in this train station. We are getting back up, and this is not healthy to see. This is really what you don't want in your on your train lines. This is bad. Don't copy this. Yeah, so we'll do it next episode. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, any recommendations or suggestions that you'd like to see in the city? Maybe you'd like to see what you'd like to do with the town in the foothills along here, where our national park will be going eventually, when we unlock the next tile. We can actually build it now in these parts, but yeah, whatever. Again, if you'd like to see some of the finer detailing parts of the city like we've done over here, and some kind of stuff that we did along the coast here, you can follow me on Twitch, where we stream Destiny 2, Total War 2, and City Skylines, alongside some other random generic content that does fit in to my kind of preferred games to play, but it's usually those 3 games. Links are all in the description. If you did like this video, again, it's kind of random, pretty unplanned, and we've done a little bit of kind of random maintenance today, and this road is working now, which is good to see. Then do let me know. I would be keen to know if you enjoy it. Either like on the video if you enjoyed it, and again, if you didn't enjoy it, then also feel free to leave a dislike as well. I'm starting to ramble and I really need to go, so thanks for watching, guys, and as always, please do enjoy the rest of your day.